Hi. I haven't done this in so long. You can visually see how long it's been because my hair has gotten so much longer since the last time I recorded a video. And I got bangs. I've had the bangs for about a year. Still don't know how I feel about them, but I think they're kind of cute. And I do want to cut my hair short again. So we have been gone for that long where I've grown my hair out, tried a couple new styles, and now I want to cut it short again. Like, back to like the cute little bob. I wanted to do a little check-in because I feel like my knitting style has completely changed. Not completely changed, but I've definitely made some changes to the way that I knit over the last year, I think it's been. So I wanted to show you my recently finished projects and things that I'm currently working on, what I've got on the needles right now. I guess at first we can start with this little sweater vest. This is called the Maya vest, and it was a nice little test knit. This sweater vest ended up being a great little scrappy project, so I used a bunch of scrap yarn that I was trying to get rid of, and I didn't really have a project to do with them. So here we go. That's why I have a red, purple, and blue striped sweater vest now. It's a little all over the place, and you can definitely tell it's a scrap project, but I really like the way that it turned out. I'm very excited for this pattern to come out for the world to see. So this time last year, I went on a nice solo trip to Ireland. And when I was there, again, one of my favorite things to do is to go to souvenir shops. I don't typically buy a lot of stuff there, but when I was there, I saw these sheep sweaters everywhere. And I really liked them. I know that they were made famous by Princess Diana. She wore this black sheep sweater when she was very young. I was like, I really like those. I can make that. Because one of my goals for the year was to work on projects that scared me a little bit, and color work scares me. So I started making it. I was able to find a pattern for this sheep sweater. I jumped into doing color work. However, I didn't buy one of the sweaters when I was in Ireland because I have enough pullovers and I really wanted to make a cardigan this year. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity. So this is the back piece. And you can see the one little black sheep I think is very, very cute. And then I'm working on finishing it. Did I start this in January, February of this year? Yes. Have I worked on it much? No. Because color work is hard for me. But I am absolutely getting better and I'm learning. And I would like to finish this soon because I do think it's super cute. And I would wear the heck out of it. I've also wanted a red cardigan for a while. I am only like a third of the way through it though. Not even. I just have the back panel and this is part of the front. And that's it. That's all I have. We're gonna work on it. I'm gonna finish it. Because I really wanted a cardigan, I also decided I was gonna make like a basic one. That was gonna be my bold one, and then I wanted to have a more basic one that you can always chuck over everything. So then there's this. Is it oversized? Yes. I'm so close to finishing the second sleeve. I'm literally on the cuff of the second sleeve, and then I just have to do like the collar and the button band. It's just, and I don't want to complete it, but I know I have to. Like, I don't have to. Like, this is all for fun. I want to enjoy the sweater. Like, it's December. I want to start wearing my knits. And this one I'm very excited about because it's a whole nice and squishy broken rib. And I did that all over and it's stunning and it's wool. This is my first like big 100% wool piece. So it's a little expensive. And I want it to be nice. That was the other thing this year. Instead of just buying cheap yarn, I wanted to buy natural fibers. So all of the new yarn that I've purchased this year has been natural, and I'm trying to get rid of and use up all of my acrylic, most of my acrylic, because I don't like wearing it as much. I much prefer wearing natural fibers than the acrylic, but the acrylic yarn does have a place, and its place is in baby hats. So I just recently finished this little pink one, and I am working on another one. I prefer to use acrylic yarn for baby hats and baby items because it's soft, it's durable, and they're only gonna be wearing it for a little bit. And I don't care if somebody throws it in a washing machine. Like, it's a baby hat. But I have two coworkers that are both having baby girls at the beginning of the new year. So I wanted to make them little beanies. I made a scarf. I took the train a lot this year for both work and for fun and for travel and all of that. So I was always looking for small projects to kind of work on. And I made this scarf because I decided this year I also wanted to make more accessories. But I am planning on giving this to another coworker because I was wearing it. They said that they liked it, asked if they could have it, and I said, yeah, let me just finish it up because I need to weave in the ends. So I wanted to do all of that before gifting it to him. So when I see you soon, you know who you are. You won't watch this because I'll never tell you that I have this channel. But yeah, I made a little 2-color, and this was my first time using mohair as well. So I mixed in a little mohair to keep the colors kind of cohesive. Nice little brown and green. 2 of my favorite colors. Brown and green. Dirt and leaves. This summer, I really wanted to have a summertime knit that I could wear. So I made a linen tank top. The irony is that I didn't finish it until 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. That's fine, because now I can layer it. Here it is. It's beautiful. It's a nice little cable in the front. But another challenge I wanted to give myself this year was to do more lace work. So the back piece is a nice little lace pattern. I don't like doing lace work. I'm still trying to figure it out. I can't get into like the flow of it like I can with like cables. And it's because each row is so different that I can't memorize it as efficiently. And that makes me not want to work on them. But I like my little linen silk tee. It's nice, it's breezy. It's got plenty of flowiness to it. It's a little cropped because I didn't buy enough yarn. And that's my bad. But I still think it's cute. It's funny, I have 2 sweater vests now. Someone who never wears sweater vests. I am now though. I tried to make a promise to myself that I was going to use up my stash more than I was going to buy new yarn, and I was only going to buy new yarn if I had a specific project in mind that I was going to finish. You can see not a lot of that has happened this year. I was in New York, and I decided I was going to stop in to this little shop called Downtown Yarns. It's very nice there. The people that work there are so sweet. And when I went in there, they happened to have a sale bin. It was literally a small Tupperware container full of some yarn. But hey, it was I think like 20 or 30% off, so I was totally gonna take advantage of that. So I bought some blue yarn, and I was like, you know what? I like shawls. I wish I had something that was a little bit lighter, because all my shawls that I've made are chunky or huge. So I want to make something a little bit more delicate, and again, attempt to do some lace work in it. This is so tedious. There are probably 100 stitches on here already. I do love it though. And the yarn was at such a good discount, and it's such a beautiful color. And the lovely people there, because this was in like a hank, they wound it for me. So I have this nice lovely little cake I get to work off of. And because they wound it, it's giving me the pressure to knit it up into something. So I don't love knitting this tiny, but it is so pretty. Also, while I was at Downtown Yarns and in the sale bin, I got more yarn. I know, I literally just said I was going to buy more yarn, and I didn't really have projects in mind, but I was like, it'll be a nice souvenir while I'm in New York. So I'm making a lacy scarf. Again, this is not the most fun project I've ever worked on, but I do like it. It's a slightly different color than I usually go for. I really do like muted blues, greens, gray, but I like this. It's nice like purpley pink. It's a cotton, and I do really like working with cotton. I feel like that's controversial. I need to finish it. I did also just run around my entire home searching for this project because I put it away in a corner and forgot about it for about 2 weeks. I will say the nice wool that I bought in Ireland last year, I finished them all up. Let me show you. This was what I casted on while I was in Ireland. I bought this yarn from This Is Knit in Dublin. Wonderful store. So busy in there. I went like at 11 a.m. on a, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday morning, and it was packed. Like, I was getting overwhelmed with the amount of people that were in this tiny little shop. But it was super well lit. Staff was super, super helpful. And I got this wonderful yarn from, I think this was from their Townhouse Yarn, which is their in-house brand. A nice green tweed, and I made a little cable knit cowl. And I wear this so much. I did not expect to be wearing this as much as I do, but I do in fact love it. And I'm happy that I made it. And I'm happy that I went and yarn shopped early on in that trip because it gave me something to work on. Like, I brought a set of needles with me, didn't use those, bought a new pair while I was there because I love this yarn. And I like the other yarn too that I got. This gave me something to do when I was in my hotel room by myself, when I was on the train and the bus, when I was at the pub by myself having dinner sometimes. And it's super nice and soft. The other yarn that I got was this beautiful blue, and I really wanted to make like a hood. I made this. I started working on this on a work trip. I got to go to France, which was very cool. I finished it not too long after getting back from France. But again, like, it was a perfect little project to work on. Well, we waited in the airport for our flight that got delayed by 5 hours. It was a great project on the plane. Now I have a very cute hood. Kind of fits perfectly underneath a coat. And because it connects in the front, I can take the hood down or put it up easily, like it's part of like a sweatshirt. And then because I'm a crazy person, I have one other project currently on needles. I wanted like a cotton sweater, so I have this wonderful plain gray yarn. Wants to get into more colors, continues to buy gray yarn. But I really wanted to do a cable raglan sleeve. Getting a little bored of it, which is a shame because I'm literally just on the yoke. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of it because I'm making this pattern up as I go. So that is everything that I have finished recently and have still on the needles. It's a lot and I really want to get all of it done before we get too far into the new year. I have a very, very bad problem where I like to start new projects. I think it's very exciting to start a new project, and I feel like a lot of people would agree with me. Please, nobody make fun of my new haircut. I still don't know how I feel about bangs, and again, it's been a year. Let me know which project you think I'm gonna finish first. I've got a lot of knitting to do. Okay, bye-bye.